¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome to another YouTube video. So today we're going to be talking about something that happens, especially when you're making a lot of content for your YouTube channel. But if this is the first time you've literally been on my channel, my name is Pedro Millán. I own two social media marketing agencies that make multiple six figures every single year, make more than 68 million views as to date, and more than 100 appointments booked for my clients and myself. And we have a Grammy to our name, which is literally right over there. You can basically see it. There it is. Anyway, but the point is that I want to make in this video is that what's going to happen, especially with people who are literally business owners and making content for themselves and also trying to get more notoriety for the stuff that they do, is essentially you're going to burn out. And you're essentially going to burn out based upon a few factors, right? So the first one is essentially the consistent habit of committing to making content online for your business and for your literally the stuff that you're trying to sell on a consistent basis. And a few ways to combat that in general, because there are a number of problems that happen, but the main ones I'm going to talk about in this video. The first one with the burning out, because of the consistency, is more so your capability of batching, right? So you want to be able to batch content in such a way in which that you can make it on a consistent basis, on a specific day, on a specific week, in order to not have to make content every single day of your life. Because I'll be honest, making content every single day of your life can be and will be annoying. It will be annoying in the sense of like you have to literally get on camera, you have to basically talk. And if you're not a person like me that's basically gregarious and loves to talk on camera all the time, then you're gonna have an issue as far as committing to something, as far as like literally posting something every single day or filming in order to post every single day. So what I would recommend is essentially batching. Make a batch day every single week so that way you can make multiple videos in one sitting, so that way you can actually schedule them out, or maybe even 2 batch days if you're trying to post every single day. However, if you're trying to post every so often, or maybe once or twice a week or anything like that, like for example on YouTube, right, with long form videos, then I would suggest doing every so often and batch like maybe 5 videos, and that way you have 2 or 3 weeks worth of content already. However, if you're trying to do every single day like myself, then I would get to making 10 to 20 videos every single day. And the format of doing them is essentially would be something like this, a yap video, which you'd be speaking to the camera and be speaking about something that you know for a fact is going to help your audience with whatever it is that you're trying to do. Number 2, the second problem is that you're going to basically lose time. You're going to lose time in the sense of like you have to commit yourself to something that's actually linked to the marketing of your business, or just in general with anything that you're trying to promote, right? So in order to actually use your time wisely, I recommend 2 things. First thing I would say is that in the times in between that you're actually making your life happen, committing to your relationship, basically letting everything go by as it does within your life, being work, family, it doesn't matter. In the times in between, whether it be like usually time periods of like 10 to 15 minutes, and you just literally take an audit every day, I would film those specific hours in order to basically film videos or contribute to videos that you're already editing. So that way you have footage in order to make YouTube videos faster. The whole point for 2026 these days is literally to put as much videos as possible. And for me, at least what I'm doing is that I'm trying to film in every single little moment that I have to film videos. And like I said, like for example, I'm literally about to go take a shower because I'm in my client's home. He's taking a shower right now, and I'm trying to take a shower too. But in the meantime, I probably have 10 to 15 minutes to record a video. So then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to record that video in the time that I'm waiting for the shower. I'm not just going to go on my phone, I'm not going to doom scroll, I'm not going to do any of that stuff, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is essentially time management. So then how are you going to go about making videos at a specific time, especially trying to figure out a time to batch? Well, like I said, same thing with the first, right? You make essentially a time audit as far as like, what are your daily activities? What are you doing in this specific hour in this specific day? And then determine literally a time where you have 2 to 3 hours to yourself where you're not doing anything else except for filming content. Because then at the end of the day, you'll be able to develop more content. You'll be able to commit to your goals, which is how many videos you're trying to put out in a specific week, depending on the platform. And you can literally just consistently make contributions to the goal that you basically said that you wanted to. Like, let's say if it's a silver plaque and you want to be posting every single day, then hello, you got to be posting a bunch. And how are you going to do that? Filming a bunch. So then therefore, if you just couple those two together, especially time management and just filming in between the time periods of doing things in which that you literally have like that 10 to 15 minute slot, then you'll literally have so much footage you won't even know what to do with. And third, last but not least, a problem that you're going to get into as far as when making content is that you don't want to film anymore. So then guess what you're going to do? You're going to do one of two things. You're either going to hire somebody to become a person in your place, or actually three things. Or you're going to make your videos into AI consumable content, which is not necessarily my personal choice, but some people do it and they're actually pretty successful at it. But I would rather be on the videos every single time because this is my personal brand. I want to commit to this and I want to be able to not only profit from it, but on top of that, be able to contribute to more people as my life goes along. I don't want an AI to do that. Okay. So I'm willing to make the sacrifice, right, in order to literally be on camera. And the third situation is in which that you're literally trying to make videos, but at the end of the day, you want to not be on camera as much. So you're willing to be on camera, but you contribute or add multiple people onto your channel instead of just replacing you entirely. So like I said, recap, you basically hire somebody to replace you completely, and they become the face of the personal brand. But then the issue with that is that they become the personal brand rather than you, especially since it was your idea. Number two is the AI sort of situation where you get an AI avatar or an AI voice to do faceless content in order to actually put out more content simpler and more easy and more effective, I guess. But at the end of the day, you lose your personal brand to the AI. And then last but not least is essentially adding more characters, right? In the sense of like you hire somebody to basically run this channel with you, but at the same time, you're still on literally on your videos, just not as much as you would do it if you were just to do it yourself. Anyway, those are some very common problems that happen within the content creation business, especially when you're making content for yourself so that we can market your products and services. Otherwise, if you guys want to know more stuff that you are literally going to go through on a consistent basis and how to counteract them, make sure to like and literally subscribe to the channel because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. Other than that, if you literally want to make a video or make a company that makes videos for other people, or literally just an agency overall to get to 6 figures like I did in less than 90 days, click the first link in the description because me and my partner, we basically literally put out a coaching program, a course, and a community so that way you can actually make that happen as soon as possible. So if you liked the video, I really appreciate it. YouTube literally recommended another video for you to watch here, and please click on that because it actually helps out the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and peace.